that like reassuring older sister, like, it's fine. Look, we brought you berries. Here's
You
a
picked
present.
berries?
こんなもん盗むからフェアリーに食いつかれるんだ。これはまずい。女神だ、このガキ。
Sentenced to be Hero really quickly has been a big success in terms of like fantasy anime. I'd say it has had like maybe a disproportionate amount of like fandom just like rise up in a very short amount of time. So just like in your opinions, like what's made Sentenced to be a Hero unique, and like what's like put that best foot forward for something that so many fans have resonated with?
So I feel like that first episode was so strong. Like the animation was absolutely insane, soundtrack was fantastic, and it threw you right into the middle of the action, which is something that like really draws people in at first. But what really makes it stand out is that from that, like I always look at the last 5 minutes of that episode to the sentencing, where you get all that political intrigue and that judge, and it's like it's just so still. Like I remember I was watching it with my husband, like you couldn't even hear us breathing. Like that's how quiet we were, like because we were just so engaged. And I think that's what really pulls people in to keep going. It's like that, it's like what's going to happen, what the mystery, like what the politics behind everything. And then add on to that, like all the characters are so interesting. It's not just Xilo's story. They go into everybody's backstories. Like for now, we're just getting our feet wet. We find out why they're sentenced. But even just from those little bits, we're learning so much about them. Each character is so fleshed out, and you really come to love them. And I feel like that whole package together is what draws people towards it.
With Zilo, he's a bit of a different protag, where he's already fully capable of fighting and kicking butt and being amazing at what he does, but he is this convicted criminal, and you have this entire world that is rooting against him because they see him as the lowest of the low, this like awful criminal. But you root for him because you see his truth, you see his backstory. Other people in the world haven't, but you want to root for him. And he's unique in that even though he is a fully capable person, a fully capable fighter, he still has so much more room to grow and learn and open up. And you see this like I say it's like his found family, honestly, just these people who care about him. And I love that trope of like, it's almost like tsundere, like, I don't care about you. I do though. But I
Yeah.
care about you. Like I love it so much. And I think that's what makes him a likable character and what makes the show very intriguing.
For one, the pilot is fantastic, like great first episode. But too, Zalo does like leave a lot unsaid in ways that are important, like room to A, grow as a character, and B, to like interact with the characters. And so on that note, Dawn, like Holy Knight Kivia has a sort of unique relationship with Xylo. And so, between at the same time, she has like a lot of reverence for a goddess that's also in their midst, in Teorita. And so like, when you're approaching that role, like how do you balance what are two like very different headspaces, two very different ways of relating to a character? One, like Xylo, again, having your walls up, and then B, kind of having a sort of reverence for a character. Like, how do you balance and kind of bounce between that and the role of Kivia?
So with Terita, you can tell that Kivia has a lot of respect for this goddess, but at the same time, like I feel like in later episodes, because of especially the way that Terita reacts to like Kivia and Xylo like going out on their own little outing together, and just like the jealousy. And Kivia feels like, that like reassuring older sister, like, it's fine. Look, we brought you berries. Here's
You
a
picked
present.
berries?
um, but yeah, I feel like that's like, she still likes being around her. It's just I like seeing that dynamic kind of change from like a, I must serve my goddess, to oh, you're a little sister. I still must protect you, but you're like a little sister to me. With Zilo, I love how that dynamic changed of her just completely looking down on him and just treating him almost like trash and pointing her sword at him like he's a threat, to being able to have these one-on-one like intimate conversations with him and opening up about her life and what she's starting to question in her own beliefs. Because I feel like Kivia now versus Kivia from episode one are very, very different from each other. And I love seeing this character grow. And even though she's lawful good, very, set in her sense of justice, she still has an open mind and is still willing to learn with new information given to her. And I feel like that's rare with a lot of these very justice centric characters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the trio of Kivia being driven by duty, Zilo like almost embodying the idea of duty, and then like Terita being like who makes you strive for is like a really fun way to kind of create again just like a constantly kind of swirling mix of characters. And on that note, like Emmy, like Terita is obviously like a goddess, like a very specific type of character to be playing, and at the same time she uses kind of like antiquated language, like a different style of talking than maybe the other characters in the show or other characters you may have played before. Like what was unique about having to kind of embody that language, and like what did you approach like your personal spin on like bringing the voice of a goddess to life?
Yeah, so it has that haughty quality to it, and and I remember it's like you like stand straight and you like move your arms in like a very way. It's like, oh yes, I'm gracing you with my presence, and like I will allow you to serve me, and I will help you on your goal. But I find it really funny because like she's so innocent, so she's like putting on these airs, and then like she breaks character and is like, and then you will pat me on the head. So like it's just so much fun like jumping between those two parts of her, and like changing the way the formal way I speak, and like switching from like duty and your and all of that stuff too. It's like, go buy me that thing. And what you picked berries while you were out there? Did you have fun? Oh my god, give me head pats. Oh, and all that stuff. So yes, she is a goddess, but at the same time, she's just like this bundle of sunshine that is still trying to find her own place in this world, and just like wants to be loved and get head pats. So I think
deep down, we all want head pats deep down.
Right. We all want to be acknowledged in some sort of way, whether it be by Zilo or a cat.
Well, on that note, I see we're running out of time, but I just want to say I was able to talk to Rocket Shokai and Mephisto yesterday, the author and illustrator of Sin, and they did just want me. It was very fun. They wanted me to pass along that they extol you both with head pats. They love the English dub. They thought it's gone really well so far.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all for the time. I really appreciate y'all, and thank everybody for the help getting this recorded. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
指一本分くらいくじよりこのままでは囲まれますそろそろ出番なのでは
ああ道を開けてくれ盛大に頼む